I want to make a video about why you should delete a lot of your music, why you should delete the most of your songs in your phone. Well, first of all, let me say this. A lot of the a lot of the songs about, breaking ups, about losing love, losing attraction, can't get love, missing somebody, etc., etc. I have to admit that these songs are very emotional and people can resonate with the songs. And I have to admit that a lot of the songs sounds pretty good. It is good because it invokes a feeling within you and you can feel it. You can relate to the feeling. And that feeling feels so great. It's like a drug. For some reason, that feeling is not doing you any good. That's the peril of it. Why? Let me give you an example. So last night I was driving and I was playing the music in my phones. And in one of the songs, one line goes, how would you think if this was your last day? Okay? So this first of all, this piece of music is beautiful. I love it. But then the lyrics talks about the last day of your life. And also the melody sounds sad. It exudes sorrow. Well, and when I hear the line, there's a great feeling. Okay, it's not a great, there's a strong feeling that's generated within. And that feeling led me to thinking about life, thinking about, oh, this is my last day in this world. Oh, what I'm gonna do. And quickly, right after that, there's sorrow, there's sadness within. Initially, I had a very good mood. I was trying to go to the gym. I was trying to go get some workout done. But then I heard this line, and it definitely affected me in some way. And then I realized, okay, the music has such a subtle and critical role in our life because music is quite emotional. Music helps you invoke a certain feeling within you, and this feeling can be so many types. Let's say there's sorrow, there's sadness, there's sometimes happiness, and there's a sense of self-proud, achievement, all that. Let me let me bring the moment to 3 years ago. So 3 years ago, I was a person that who self-pitied a lot. So I used to sympathize myself. I used to thought why life is so tough. Why why I'm not getting what I want? Why is always sorrow in my life? At that period of my life, I would listen, I would resonate with those songs that basically saying the same thing. I would listen to those songs, and when I listened to those songs, that feeling resonated with my situation back then. I was, it was like a drug. It was like I just had to listen to those songs so that I could feel real about myself. That was 2 or 3 years ago. But the current situation is now I have adopted a new set of mindsets and I don't self-pity no more. I don't I don't feel like someone who is miserable in life. I don't feel like that person anymore. And then I listen to these, but these songs are still in my phone. They have been in my phone for 3 years or more than 4 years. So a few days ago, I was listening to these songs, and I thought to myself, why would I still listen to these songs? Because when I listen to these songs, I can feel the onset of that initial feeling generated within. But these feelings no longer identify. I no longer identify with these feelings. But why would I listen to these songs? And then I made a decision. I deleted all the songs that that generate certain feelings that I no longer identify with. And and yesterday I had an appointment with the psychologist. So what I learned from the psychologist is that your brain has many hardware, has neural circuits, and these circuits are hardwired. But these circuits can be altered. Well, then I thought about, okay, the feeling of sorrow, the feeling of misery is actually activating certain neural circuits in the brain. So if I continued to listen to those songs, that means these circuits are getting activated over and over again, which is bad. Because in life, what we want to do is we want to rebuild some of the hardwired circuits in our brain. We want to feel like at least we don't want to self-pity anymore. Because life is hard. And if you pity yourself, no one is gonna help you. If you don't help yourself, no one's gonna help you. If you feel self-pity, that is the most debilitating feeling you can ever feel in your life. So we want to rebuild the circuits. At the same time, we don't want to reactivate those obsolete, irrelevant hardware circuits in our brain, which is why we have to remove the stimulus in our life. What's the stimulus? What's the stimulus in this case? The sad songs. The sad songs you used to identify with, you used to resonate with. Those are the stimulus. You need to remove those stimulus so that your old hardwired neural circuits don't get activated. At the same time, you are rebuilding your hardware circuits in your brain, which is why you got to be so careful with what you receive in life, whether it's visual, whether it's audio, all that. Because these stimulus can activate a certain circuit in your brain. That is to say, music part, you got to be careful with what kind of music you listen to because you don't want to listen to those piece of music that invokes the sadness, the sorrow, the self-pity, the worthless in you. You want to get rid of those. Okay?